Aardman Animations is well known for the unique style of the stop-motion arts, and is also famous for great characters like Wallace and Gromit, Shaun the Sheep, and Morph. However, around the year 2000, the British studio teamed up with DreamWorks Pictures, who was a new studio at the time to try and compete with Disney, to make Aardman's first theatrical film, Chicken Run, which is the film that was having critics and audiences going nuts over it when it was released. The story is about a group of chickens led by the leader Ginger, who tries to escape a chicken farm in England, but Ginger keeps getting caught and is thrown back in. The plea for a miracle is answered when Rocky, an American rooster played by Mel Gibson, gets himself injured after what he appears to be doing was flying. He's taken under the aid of these hens who wants to teach him how to fly, where in reality he can't. However, the stakes are raised when the farm's owner, Mrs. Tweedy, wants to go from counting eggs to making pies. It's a race against time to not only escape the prison-like farm, but save their necks too. This movie's story is just what everyone says. It's a classic. The jokes are knee slappers, the characters are funny and enjoyable, and the chemistry between Rocky and Ginger works so well, and it's adorable. The film managed to get away with some crude jokes for a G-rated film, and it's done so right, it's awesome. Even sprinkling some references to other films like Star Trek, The Great Escape, and Raiders of the Lost Ark 2. I like how they explain why these chickens want out of the farm by this scene alone. Animated movies like these won't even dare to do something like that nowadays. They'll just make unamusing jokes. This movie, however, does not waste any time with the story, and I just love it. The animation in this movie runs smoothly like bread and butter. The design of the characters is always unique for an Aardman film, and I love it. I like how they use the tone of color with this movie. The farm is pale and depressing while the outside world is colorful, happy, and vibrant. The animators took their time with the expressions on the characters' faces too. You can see the emotion on their faces. The filmmakers jokingly described the pie machine as their Death Star, and that's funny. Speaking of which, I think the sets are built and designed so well that it makes you feel like you're actually there. The animation is a vital ingredient for an animated film, and this film's animation stands out above the rest, which makes it look just right.
Well then, call me a miracle, dollface, because that's me.
What's a good movie without some great characters? This movie has a lot of them. Ginger is the leader of the chickens who dreams of seeing paradise, and doesn't give up when it's obvious that there might be no hope for these birds. She's a strong female character with a heart of gold that I think girls can look up to. Rocky is called a flying rooster by the hens who believe he actually is. Not only that, but he is a good love interest for Ginger, as like I said, their chemistry works so well. Rocky is a perfect side character that I believe Mel Gibson was having fun with.
We've been working too hard. Time to kick back a bit, shake those tail feathers.
The other side characters like Bunty, Mac, and Fowler are nice too. They really do help drive the story forward as well. Babs has got to be the funniest comic relief character I have ever seen. Although she is not as bright as the other hens in the coop, she is one heck of a funny character that has the brightest lines.
I don't want to be a pie. I don't like gravy.
Even though the chickens are the stars of the film, the villain, Mrs. Tweedy, who is tired of not making real money and has decided to go rich by turning the chickens into pies. Yet she has got to be the scariest villains ever in the animation arts. She doesn't need an evil laugh or a villain song to prove it. Her design and her cold, heartless look says it all. She rarely smiles, but when she smiles menacingly like she wants to kill you. Heck, her game over screen in the game tie-in is just terrifying enough. Good luck trying to sleep tonight, folks.
It's chickens, you dolt. Apart from you, they're the most stupid creatures on this planet. They don't plot, they don't scheme, and they are not organized.
However, she is creepy, but her dim-witted husband, Mr. Tweedy, who believes that the chickens are smarter than they appear, is quite calm and not as terrifying than his wife. He does get a few chuckles when he appears.
It's a pie machine, you idiot. Chickens go in, pies come out.
Ooh, what kind of pies?
apple. My favorite chicken pies, you great lummox.
With only 84 minutes to know these guys, who knew that British chickens can make good characters? When the critics said this movie is the best comedy of 2000, they meant it. Chicken Run is a fun escape movie with a funny and touching story, animation that is beautiful beyond the eye, and also has a soundtrack that is quite epic. So, if you haven't seen this movie, take a watch and you'll remember it for days to come.
Hang on, let's go over this again.